Hello everyone, and welcome to Caroline's Craftery, and we have Thrifty Thursday and Thrifty Canucks. So I got a pile beside me and a bunch of little stuff here, so let's get started. There is information in the description below about Thrifty Canucks and Thrifty Thursday. So we got some pink rickrack. Looks a little dirty, but that's okay. Can handle that. And some blue. Again, most of this came from the Lions. A few things from the thrift store. Nice little handmade purple variegated doily. Some Christmas ribbon, which will go in my Christmas kits. And just a random button. And there was this. I thought this was kind of cool. It's got musical instruments on it. It's a necklace, but I'll use the chain. But I thought this would be really cute on maybe the front of a music-themed journal or something. We'll see. I got this here. I'm going to use these grapes. It's supposed to go around a candle or something, I think. We've got some seam binding. It's got like green leaves on it, and that's kind of cool. Some green and some blue single fold bias. I didn't pay 40 cents for it. It was at the Lions, so somebody probably had a garage sale at some point. I got these at a thrift store, so just some little tiny lace. This one thrift store always sells their lace at such good prices. And then this one here, it's kind of got little hearts on it. So that'll be good. I grabbed a thing of hot iron transfers for embroidery. So again, that was at the Lions. Get rid of that bug. No, it wasn't in the stuff, it was. And then a nice little plastic doily. Always loved plastic doilies. There was these cards, and I thought they were kind of cool on this side. Not your typical cards, obviously from Mexico. But some of the pictures are actually quite nice in them. I'm not sure if it's for a special game or what, but the pictures are nice and colorful. Not even sure if they're all here, but not sure what all that says. One did say something about Mexico, so yeah, so I thought those were kind of different. They're a little bit bigger than a normal playing card, I believe. And it says Mexico. No kind of date on it or anything, though. I don't know if they're old or what. I have no idea. And not sure what that is. So that was kind of fun. Just something different. And then I got 3. These books are huge. Drawing in Industry, it says. And I got them because there's just some really cool things that I could cut out and use. Or I could possibly even learn to draw. So the pages are quite thick. There's that one. There's 3 of them. There's 2 that are kind of the same, but different. But yeah, they're just kind of cool inside. Lots of different things. These are kind of fun to use. Not sure how much of this book you can actually see in the camera. But there's those 3 huge, huge books. So let's just move this stuff off to the side. I'll get into some fabrics and whatnot that I found. So there is these here. Now these are like a heavy, well, they're not heavy. They're burlap and they're like 2 layers thick, but they got this cool printing on them. And don't know what I'll use them for yet, but I just thought they were pretty cool. And then there's 2 like this one here. But I thought maybe the front of a journal or something. Let's set those aside. And then there is a little chunk of a brown gingham, probably, I don't know, 1/2 meter or something. Again, all the fabric, just about all the fabric I got at the Lions. This here is really cool. Now, I don't know if you can see, but it's a bit shiny, but it's textured. There's like little swirls on it. Not sure if you can see that or not. I know there's a bit of a glare, but it's actually really cool and it's a really nice color. And there's probably, well, there's at least 1 meter here, but it's not very wide. It's just a long strip. But that's a very cool. I think it'd look really, really good on a front of a journal. There is this red with these bright blue flowers on it. Not a huge chunk, but there was a little chunk of this, which I thought would be really nice on the front of a journal. It's almost like a canvasy type fabric. Isn't enough maybe for 2 journal covers. And there's a really big chunk of this here. There's probably 4 yards there or something. But it's pink. And then all these flowers are like raised and they're kind of like a crushed velvet type. But it's very cool. It's quite a sturdy fabric. Probably something that you would make like a gown out of or something. But that's really cool. I like that. Then there is this bright pink. And I got it because of this piece that goes down the middle that's all stitched. There's holes in here. There is probably, I'm going to say 1 meter of this. I like to say it's got this really cool design going down the middle. It's a fairly heavy fabric. And it's kind of got light pink and dark pink interwoven. So it's soft, but it's a little bit rough. But that's kind of cool. There is this here, which is very pretty. It's quite a heavy fabric. The inside is like very shiny. But it's blues, but then it's got these pink in it. I'm not sure how well it's showing up on the camera, but it's got all these pinkish flowers. So that's quite nice. And there's quite a bit here. I'm going to guess probably 1.5 yards or something. So that's kind of nice. Now this was given to me. It's a dusty rose with lots of ends that need to be cut off. I washed it, and that's one reason why all the ends. But it's a very fairly heavy, silky type fabric. Again, something that you'd probably make a gown or something out of, but it's a nice chunk. There's probably a couple yards there. There is this huge, huge, huge chunk of a red gingham. There's lots here. There's probably 6 yards here or something. But it's not orange, but it's not quite red either. But this was given to me as well. So that's a big, big chunk there. A pretty big chunk of this bright blue gingham. There's probably 4 yards at least here of that. So beautiful color, really dark blue. And a small piece of Looney Tunes, I think these guys are. But really cute. There's probably a yard here. So that's kind of fun. Bright red background. Then I got these. Now I don't know. I'm presuming that they're placemats. They have been well used because the edges are fraying and whatnot. And I got these at a thrift store. Now they're all like that. All the edges are wearing out. So they've been well used. The inside is like that, and they're all just sewed across. But folded in half, they're almost the perfect size for a journal. So I'm thinking just fold it in half and add some papers and you've got yourself a journal. They're all different. But yeah, I thought they were just fun. And even with the edges frayed, I think that just adds a little bit of extra to it. But those I think are really, really fun. I grabbed 3 of these. I like storing my paper in these. And yeah, I found these at a thrift store, so I grabbed them. Then I've got a large vinyl tablecloth. Now I got these off of a lady on the Facebook Marketplace. So this one here, I got these for tea dye papers. But this one here won't work because it's got a full liner on the back. So I'm going to try just cutting out the holes somehow. It might be a lot of work, but we'll see. I'll play with this one and figure it out. Where can I put these? Bring these two. Then I got 2 others. Now these are huge tablecloths. Just big, 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 big. But lots of beautiful holes and designs for making tea-dyed papers. I'm always looking for them, and I'm starting to finally get a nice collection of tablecloths. Now I will eventually cut this up because it's too big to use it the way it is. So I usually cut them 8.5 by 11 because then one sheet goes over one paper. So I'll be using that. I gotta get busy. And 70 inches round it says, so that's a big one. But it was a design that I didn't have, so I thought that would be fun. And then there is this huge, huge rectangle one. And it's 54 by 72 inches. Oh, but then it says it's 60 by 90 inches, so I'm not really sure how big it is. These just came the other day. And again, this one I will cut up and into a more manageable size. I'm not sure if you can, but this will have really nice designs, and it's got fairly big holes, so that's really nice for tea dyeing. But the picture gives you an idea of what kind of design. Lots of rose designs in the middle, so I think it'll be really fun. These look like kind of bows, so fun. Oh, so now that it's 54 by 72, it's got a check mark by there, so that's fairly good size. So I'll be able to dye lots of tea-dyed paper. And I have a couple people that I will send a piece or two to them. But lots of fun stuff. I love these plastic tablecloths. So I hope you enjoyed this little haul. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.